Today for the Bitcoin price is a massive dump upcoming for the Bitcoin price right now. We will be talking about that because according to the famous hash ribbons here on the bottom hand side, we can see that right now the miners are preparing for their last miners capitulation here before we can go into this up and coming bull run. Well guys, however, every miners capitulation carries a severe dump for the Bitcoin price. We will be talking about that. We will be talking about specific price levels and also what we can expect for the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term, guys. So make sure you take a seat and you watch the video all the way through, because we will be also talking about this breaking news here from this 2009 wallet, which is, as many people think, the Satoshi wallet, where 40 Bitcoin has been moved yesterday. This was the reason for the dump, and we will be talking about that and give you proof and evidence whether this were the Satoshi Bitcoin or not. You take a seat, you scroll down, you smash up the like button for that video to at least 3,000 likes. Thank you so much for that. And that being said, welcome crypto friends and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always we are really pumped to go straight into the content. Okay guys, let's get straight into it. And as you remember, we were drawing this ascending triangle here, which we actually expected to break out to the upside. We called it a 70% to 30% likelihood for us to break to the upside. But then guys, the second corona came, which was this actual tweet here from Whale Alert, and they were exposing one transaction here of 40 Bitcoin being moved here from, which was allegedly, or what they think, the Satoshi wallet. We will come to that later and we will prove to you why it is not the Satoshi wallet. But these are this kind of exogenous risk factors we cannot predict, just like the virus. And well, then also these patterns can break to the downside, especially if these events happen here towards the end of a pattern. And well guys, exactly here this tweet came out saying that the Satoshi Bitcoin were probably moved, which was not the case actually. And of course the people panic sold here because, yeah, of course, if the Satoshi Bitcoin were moved, it would break a little bit of the trust, because the narrative of the Satoshi wallets, the Satoshi Bitcoin being dormant, is a very nice narrative, and we don't want to see this being broken. Well guys, but we broke to the downside now, and just as we had this measured move price target to the upside to $11,800, now that we broke to the downside, and well guys, of course I still had my one trade. I actually closed on Phemex, luckily in a very nice profit, but I have the second trade here on Bybit, which is right now slightly non-profitable, but this Phemex trade was a very nice insurance for that. However guys, our breakdown target here from this ascending triangle is approximately $7,800, and this is actually also the price target we are looking out for. But before we go here into the hash ribbons and this miners capitulation, which is about to come here very soon, I do want to show you here that the things are not as bad as maybe some people want to tell you, because at the moment we are still here right now, no matter how you want to draw it, right, like this, but we are still in this ascending channel here for Bitcoin. And of course this, I do want to consider this bullish, because as long as we are inside this channel, we are not breaking the key market structure. Even if we are breaking it to the downside, we still have the previous low here of $8,000. Only if we are actually reaching this measured move price target here of $7,800, I do want to flip a little bit more on the bearish side here, of course, not only because we are breaking the previous low here, but also because we have been broken this this channel in that case, and we are setting a new macro low. But right now I would consider that a no trading zone for us, because we are looking for long-term buying opportunities. That was the reason why we have not been trading for the most part of this one here, guys, and we are very happy about that. And if this one develops more into the bearish scenario, we will stay out. However guys, there is very good news, and I do want to share these good news with you right now. Also, by the way guys, before we are going straight into it, look at this screenshot here, and this one shows you the actual maximum loss here from the buy signal out of this hash ribbon, and also the maximum gain to peak. And you can see that we have a very severe imbalance between the risk and the return. So by using this indicator, by selling and by buying according to this specific indicator, and we will exactly tell you what it means for the Bitcoin price right now, you are getting a very low downside and a very high upside. Look at these statistics here. I mean guys, it cannot not get more obvious. And also, before I'm going here directly into the charts, I wanted to show you here our episode just 1.5 months ago, where we have been perfectly calling this miners capitulation here directly after the halving. Look at this. So what I am calling right now, there is at least the possibility that we will see another miners capitulation here, approximately leading into May or June here. The next miners capitulation may happen. However, guys, this is still very important. I only want you to be prepared whenever the halving is going down that we might see another red diamond here on the hash ribbons. So as we mentioned it before, and as I'm mentioning it in this video, all of these miners capitulations, and this one is probably coming up right now as well, are always going hand in hand with a very, very big dump in the Bitcoin price. Well, guys, I want to put that out there. Of course, we are surprised here that the triangle broke to the downside, but as I already said, these are exogenous risks, and right now it seems like we can see the history perfectly repeating here, that we can see this capitulation here directly after the halving. And guys, this is directly attached to the hash ribbons. We have been covering that. I can say that with a high degree of confidence, I think for the first time here on YouTube, on crypto YouTube at all. And this hash ribbons are actually measuring, let me pull that out, they are measuring the short-term and the long-term moving average of the hash rate. And the beauty about that is whenever we see a halving coming up, whenever we are seeing a severe price drop of Bitcoin, of course the miners are putting off their equipment and we can see the hash rate significantly decreasing. And whenever this short-term moving average of the hash rate is going below the long-term moving average of the hash rate, we are getting these amazing miner capitulation signals. And why do I call them amazing? Because always, every single time within a 1 month time frame, we have put in this nice buy signal here whenever the short-term moving average went back above the long-term moving average, which is called the miners recovery. And whenever this happened, we saw outsized returns for the Bitcoin price. In fact, guys, let me go here to the weekly before we go into the recent price action and the miners capitulation, which is most probably coming up this or next week. I do want to show you the accuracy of this amazing indicator. And I think right now, after you saw it all over YouTube, after we covered it here, everyone will probably agree with us, because every single time we saw this buy signal, look at this buy signal occurring, the Bitcoin price was never ever seeing the price targets again after we hit this buy signal. So we saw the buy signal right here, well, we never saw these prices again. We saw the buy signal right here, we never saw these prices again. Well, another time we saw the buy signal here, we never saw these prices again. And this works for every single buy signal. This one actually timed also the bear market low perfectly here. We never saw these price targets again. Right here, also right here, and here in August 2016 also, we have put in this nice buy signal here directly after the miners capitulation. And as you can see, we have never ever seen these price targets again. The same thing worked also for 2020. But right now, very important to mention here, and we have been calling that here in our last videos about the hash ribbons. We have been calling that right here when we were talking about the miners capitulation and the buy signal, that we will most probably see another miners capitulation here directly after the halving. And right now it seems like if we are going to the 4-hourly candles, it is very obvious that we will most probably see a new miners capitulation very soon. So guys, as you can see, we had this severe drop in the price here recently with that announcement here that Satoshi has moved his Bitcoin, which is not true. And of course, with that, the price is going down, and with the future inflation of Bitcoin being cut in half and the prices going down, the profitability of the miners is decreasing even more. And here, zooming in, you can see how the short-term moving average is right now significantly going down, coming dangerously closer to the long-term moving average of the hash rate. And you know the deal, guys, whenever the short short-term moving average goes below the long-term moving average on the hash rate, this is the exact moment you can see. Let me zoom out and let me load here this. You can see that whenever this happens, we can see this capitulation mode. And when the capitulation mode comes, you know, within a 30 days time frame, maybe 40 days at most, we can see a buy signal popping up. We have been calling the last one here, and you can see outsized returns for the Bitcoin price in the immediate short term. So this is exactly what we are expecting right now for the Bitcoin price. We are expecting, in case this dump continues, actually the hash rate to drop down more significantly and to put in this buy signal. Because if we are going here over on Glassnode, if you go down to the pinned comment down below, you will find a link for Glassnode. By clicking that link, you can get a free Glassnode account and you can get all these data here, also the hash rate, completely for free, just by clicking down here the link in the pinned comment. Scroll down, click the link and get your free Glassnode account with our link here. And you can see here directly after the halving, this is the vertical line here, the hash rate was dropping down. And with the hash rate dropping down, and also with the prices going down right now, and also the future inflation being cut in half, the miners revenue significantly going down, we can probably see this this miners capitulation coming into fruition and providing us one last, and this is what we called also a few weeks ago. We actually have been talking about this possible miners capitulation after the halving, and this will provide us most probably the very last buying indicator here for the up and coming bull run. And to give you some evidence about why we do think that this is the case, I'm zooming out here once again on the daily candles. And what you can see here is, I will show it to you here on the example of the last cycle. After the halving, immediately after the halving, you saw this miners capitulation and the buy signal, and we didn't see any other miners capitulation. We see the miners capitulation only within the bear trends and when the bear trends are about to end. And after the last halving, every single time after the halving, we are seeing this miners capitulation. We have been talking about that, and you see it was the very last miners capitulation, and the Bitcoin price was off to the races there after, guys. And the exact same thing happened actually here in 2012, 2013. Halving coming up here, this vertical red line, it was coming up. We saw the miners capitulation and the Bitcoin price was off to the races thereafter. So guys, this is bearish for the immediate short term, but this is very bullish for the mid and long run. This is where we are coming to you every single day. We do want to remind you guys, only zoom out when in down, zoom out, and when you are scared or anxious or whatever, zoom out and the prices will tell you what to do. So guys, and that being said, we want to come to the last point here of today, and we want to eliminate this massive rumors here about the Satoshi Bitcoin being moved. And you can see it here at Whale Alert. This one had 9,000 likes so far, and they have been saying, well, 40 Bitcoin transferred from possible Satoshi wallet dormant since 2009 to unknown wallet. And the coins in these transactions were mined in the first month of Bitcoin's existence. All of that is true, but it is not the Satoshi wallet. Because guys, if we are going here and you are checking out which block it is, we can actually trace, is it the Bitcoin Satoshi's block? So let me see here. If we are going to the blockchain.com Explorer, so if we are going here to the addresses it was coming from, to the block explorer on blockchain.com, we can actually check what is the specific block this was coming from, right? And you can see here, if you go to the last page, to the very first page, you can see the transaction here where it was coming from, and you can see here it was coming from the Coinbase. Of course, it is not the exchange, this is the Coinbase 50 Bitcoin block reward. And if we are going here to the hash, to the specific hash, you can see that this was the block 3654. So let's keep this in mind, 3654. This is the block where the 50 blocks were initially mined in. And if we go to 3654 here on Satoshi blocks.info, and I'm eliminating my face here, and now we have to search here for the block 3654, and you can go here. So look at this. All right guys, it took me some time to search for it, but here it is. You can see it is from the other wallets. It's not from the Satoshi wallet. Let me make a screenshot here also, because I do want to make sure that no one is confusing this, guys. You can actually see it right there. This was not the Satoshi wallet, guys. Let me repeat that, it was not the Satoshi wallet. So everyone can please right now finally stop freaking out here. So guys, this is overall bullish, even though we can see some dumping pressure coming from the miners here with the miners capitulation. So always when in doubt, zoom out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you smash up the like button, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, as always, bye bye.